I've just finished a track with these, and these are the most expensive headphones I've ever used. Now, most people would actually use monitors to mix down and even master a track, but in a home studio room or a hobbyist room, you probably don't have acoustic paneling or acoustic treatment sufficient enough to get a decent sound. You could probably get an okay sound, but if you want to go up here, then you're going to need really good monitors and good placement. Now, if you don't know who Focal are, Focal actually make professional sound equipment, and they came out with these. These are the Focal Clear MG professional headphones. They're open back and the stereo field is forward. What that means is it's actually not just really in your right ear and really in your left ear, it's kind of here in your face, and that's a really great thing. These are probably better than most people's studio monitors, and I was able to mix down the new track called Stray, which is coming out on October the 13th, 2023. If you're watching this after that, then it's already out. And the amazing thing is to be able to mix properly on headphones is a game changer. Now, the MG in this means magnesium, and I'll get into why that's really important in a minute. But let me just go over what's in the box with these, because there's quite a bit. These guys have done it really well. So here is the very big box that it comes in. So we've got a couple of pieces of information on the side here, and then at the very front, we've got Clear MG Professional by Focal. Now, if you like unboxings, then this is a doozy, because the way they've packaged this is really clever. So we just lift this up, and then we can put that over there. And then inside we've got the headphones themselves, and they're in this lovely bag, and we'll get to the bag in a minute. And then everything else is in this section just here, and it's like a book, and it's got magnets on. So let me remove this box out of the way. This is that kind of material that is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, so I'd already had my finger on it there. Apologies. These are magnets, and they just sort of magnetize together, and if you open it up, then you're presented with everything else. Let me just get the headphones out the way for a second. So you've got your user manual here, you've got some more documentation here, you've got your spare set of ear pads, the memory foam ear pads, which are really lovely, and that's how they connect. They connect sort of with these little prongs there. And then you've got two cables. The one in here, it's got a 1/4 inch jack on it, and you've got a little Velcro strap as well if you want to keep it nice and tidy. And then the other cable is inside here. Design of this detail makes me want to keep it nice and neat, so I just want to put this back kind of the way I found it, and that just magnetizes back, and you can put that obviously in your studio. You could leave it there, you don't need the whole box, but you've just got this, and it tells you what it is, which is quite useful, because if you need to find that extra pair of ear pads, or you want to find the other cable, it's in here. On to the main event. This bag is a hard reinforced shell, and it's got this sort of leather strap that adjusts depending on whether you want to fold it flat or when you want to pick it up. Full metal zips, and as you unzip it, there's the headphones there. We've got a tiny little place to put an adapter, which is our 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch adapter. And then we have the headphones themselves, which are here. And on this side, you've actually got the other cable. This is a mini jack connection. Obviously, you go into the headphones, and you've got that adapter in the case just there if you want to switch it out completely. Everything's really nice and protected. We put these back in, make sure they're comfy in there. It's not the smallest bag in the world, but I don't mind that. I want these to be protected. They cost a lot of money. So I know if I was to take this with me somewhere, so I was mixing on location, I know that these are nice and protected. And to be honest, I love the red. I think it's a lovely design. Now, these headphones aren't really just headphones. They are actually monitoring speakers. They have 40mm full range speaker drivers inside them. And I said to you before, MG, and the MG is magnesium, and it's the cone. The cone inside is made of magnesium. This offers extreme precision, and the tonal balance between your bass, your mids, and your tops is remarkable. These are memory foam ear pads. This is memory foam underneath with leather on top. The finish on these is really meticulous with this honeycomb design, and they're really comfy to wear. Now, where would you use these? Well, the fact is, you can use them anywhere, except I wouldn't be using them to record with. You need closed back headphones. However, you could get away with these if you're playing a screaming guitar or electric guitar, anything that's plugged in directly. But anything that's using a microphone, it's certainly a directional. If it's pointing at you and you're wearing these, it's going to pick the sound up from outside of here. Now, the headphones themselves actually require what's known as a run-in period. What you need to do is you need to actually play some music through these for a little while. Once you've done that, they sort of break in and stabilize the drivers, and that way you can get the best out of them. Focal even recommend on their website to speed that process up, playing very bassy music for 24 hours at a relatively high volume. So if you just get these out of the box and put them on your ears and start mixing, you're gonna have a slightly different experience than if you were to run them in. Now, Focal have very kindly lent me these for reviewing. It goes without saying that from my experience, these are the best headphones I have ever used. They are fabulous for mixing. The bass is incredible. For the first time, really, I was able to dictate the difference between the kick drum and the bottom of a bass note. And that's because I'm not a studio engineer, I'm an independent artist. And being able to listen to the mix and hear different things in the bass frequencies is fabulous. There's a lot of mid in these, and that's a good thing because driving the mid forward is really, really good. The highs were a little harsh when you very first listen to them. Of course, when you get them, you just got to put them on, you want to listen. But after that sort of 24-hour breaking these in, that harshness seems to sort of dissipate a little bit, which is great. So you do need to do that if you go for one of these. I can mix this in the bedroom, on the train, on a plane, and I'm getting the same sound no matter where I am. And that is the most important part. I sent out straight to a couple of different people. Some of them are musos, some of them are sound engineers, and some are just family. And they all came back saying the production of that sounded really good. We even did the dreaded car test, and just by mixing on these, I was a bit nervous, but it came across great. The only way you could actually produce the clarity of these is by having some kind of home audio theatre, high fidelity speaker system, or being in a professional audio environment like a studio. Now, Focal themselves do make professional audio speakers. If you're looking at a pair of high grade professional studio monitors, you can go into the thousands per monitor. So if you're looking to actually get professional sound, but at the lowest budget you can, these are really, really attractive because you can mix anywhere. I'd like to thank Focal for sending these out to me. I don't know if I'm going to send them back. I've got a couple of more things I want to mix down, so now I've left links where you can go and get these, and those links are affiliated links, so if you do click on them, they help me and help the channel, but at no extra cost to you. And there is a link from Focal themselves there to show you the best suppliers in your area. But for me, these headphones are just sublime. You've probably guessed that already. Now, if you want to hear Stray, go and click on it. I'm going to put a link to it when it gets released, which will be about here-ish. And if you want some tips in the studio getting some good vocals whilst you're tracking them down, have a look at this video.